What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. And today I got my first custom series of 2K25. And these custom series are something that I started doing last year as a way to create offenses that currently weren't in the game. So I'd take a concept or a player and like build an offense around it. And on top of like creating things that weren't in the game, I also wanted to use it as a way to improve on the series that were already in the game. And so this series is basically like a new and improved Melo series, which is based around a lot of mid-range isolation and post-ups. And I've used this series in the past with guys like Luka, KD, Kawhi, DeRozan, Tatum, and Melo himself. But I did see ways that it can be improved. And one of those things was there wasn't really a lot of movement or actions before you get the ISO or the post-up. So with the Melo series, you just like most of the time bring the ball up and then, you get your ISO or your post-up. But I tried to find plays that have an action happening before you get your ISO. So you'll see Kobe running off a couple screens and have a potential mid-range or even a three depending on where he catches the ball. And then if you don't get the shot, you can get into your isolation. And I know Kobe played under the triangle, and this isn't really like a triangle oriented offense, but this offense fits him great, and I decided to feature him. But like I say, you could use this with a lot of really good mid-range ISO scorers. And so that's pretty much it for the intro. Now I'm gonna get into the plays. So these are the plays that I found, and like I said, you could think of this as like an improved version of the Melo series. And so you'll have a lot of mid-range isolation and post-ups, but with a lot of these plays, before you get into that isolation or post-up, you'll have an action, usually some kind of, down screen or double screen in order to get you a open mid-range, or sometimes a three depending on when he catches the ball. But you'll have that shot opportunity, and then the play goes into the ISO or the post-up. I've also shared this playbook as well, so no matter what mode you're in, if you can get to this edit playbook screen right here, you can just load the playbook and download it. So if I click my left analog right here and load playbook, and then I press Y to search, you can either search my name, Rels gamer tag, or you can search by content. And so if we just search Kobe series, it'll be right there, Kobe series by me. So you don't have to find all the plays and put them in a playbook yourself. You can just download the playbook, and you can also add plays to it, depending on your style or whatever it is that you want to do. You can also add plays to this. And so now let's get into the plays. First play is ISO 12 rip, and you can get a mid-range, and if you don't get the mid-range, it goes into a mid-range isolation. So right here, call for Kobe. He starts out on the wing. Derek Fisher has the ball up here at the top, and then he'll get these two screens and run across the court and end up like around the elbow or mid-range area. So you get him the ball right here, and different teams, different defenders play this differently. So sometimes if they get hung up on these screens right here, you'll have a wide open mid-range. But Ray Allen, he goes under the screens, and also with a lot of these plays, like these plays have him running across the court. So when he catches it, a lot of times your defender has to play catch up. And so you can hit him with a pump fake, get him in the air. And then from there, you might not be able to always get all the way to the rim because you will have, people on the block. But you'll have the mid-range wide open. So right here, I hit Ray with a pump fake. I get him in the air. And then I get a step back midi. And so even if you don't do that, you could just catch the ball, hold it, and then Derek Fisher, he's gonna go out to the corner, and so like you'll have all this space up here to operate in isolation. Also, if you notice your defender is playing under, you can get this three at the top of the key right here. So I noticed Ray, he's playing under, and so I just hold down on my left analog to push Kobe out towards the 3-point line, and so I don't even let the whole thing run. I kind of just like stop it short and pass him the ball right here so that he can get the ball at the top of the key. And now Ray, he's all the way at the foul line. And so I get a wide open three. So if you notice your defender playing under the screens, you could get that shot off. The next play is 2000 ISO box 3 quick. And this is another ISO play that you could get a mid-range before the ISO. So right here, close for Kobe. Starts along the baseline. Derek Fisher has the ball up here at the top. Then Kobe gets this screen from Bynum and then runs across the free throw line. And also, Gasol, like he will also like cut across. And so sometimes, even though he doesn't really like set a screen, a lot of times your defender will kind of bump him a little bit. And so that could give you like another step. Also, he might also bump into his teammates a little bit too. And so right here, I'm I'm able to get wide open on the mid range. But again, if you don't get the shot, then you got this whole side of the court cleared out for your ISO. But right here, I got the mid range and I knock it down. And like I said with the last play, you could get your defender in the air and get like a 1-2 dribble pull up. And so right here, Kobe gets the screens, pump fake, get him to jump, 2 dribble pull up at the elbow, easy. The next play is '06 Portland ISO 2 top, and it's basically just like a 1-4 flat ISO. So right here, Cole for Kobe is gonna have the ball at the top, and like I said, this is just an ISO. So from here, it's just get into your bag and get creative, and just one move that I like to do, like specifically with Kobe, is just this simple hezzy escape and then crossover, get into the mid range and hit it with a step back. And so right here, I put the ball in my left hand, and right here, I'm just holding the right trigger, and I flick my right analog to the right to get this. And then once I'm here, I hold my left analog diagonal up left, and so I get this like burst cross. And then from here, if I got my defender on my hip like this, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Like you could get all the way to the rim and do like a euro or like some type of like bump physical finisher type of layup. But you will have help defenders down here. So what I like to do is like if I get my defender on my hip like this right here, I hold diagonal down on my right analog. So I get this pullback right here and I create my space, get my shot off. The next play is O2 ISO 3 quick double. It's another isolation, mid-range isolation that you could get a mid-range from before the ISO. So right here, I call it for Kobe's over here in the corner. Derek Fisher has the ball at the top. Swing it over to Gasol. Kobe, he gets these 2 screens from Bynum and Artest. Goes along the baseline. Comes out to the mid-range area. And right here, Ray, he's too late. So I get an open midi. And in this example, I get into my post fade. So again, Kobe gets the 2 screens. Comes out to the mid-range. Doesn't fall for the pump fake. So again, the play just goes into this ISO. So everybody will clear out this whole side for you. And then from here, just get into your bag. So right here, I just, do something simple. Get into the post and then turn and shoot over him. The next play is O2 ISO 3 high. And this is just a high post up. Yeah, we on Hall of Fame. So right here, call for Kobe. He's over here, on a block. Then he will come up to like near the elbow. So be careful when you make this pass right here because this defender can steal it. So be mindful of that. But yeah, just like I said, it's just an ISO. Everybody will clear out. So from here, just get into your bag. So right here, I get some triple threat, jab steps and fakes and whatnot and pivots. So give him a little fake. And then right here, I notice he's kind of too far off. So I do a little step back. He gets a good contest, but it's Kobe. And so and for this specific move that I did right here, I'm just holding the left trigger to into the post. And then right here, I flick my right analog up to make him face up. Right here, I flicked it to the right because my pivot foot is my left. So I flicked it to the right and you get that little animation right here. And then I noticed that, like I said, he was playing a little bit too far off. And so I hold my left analog to the left because that's where I want to go. And I hold X to start shooting. Well, tap X, I should say. So right here, I tap X in order to get the animation while holding my left analog to the left. And then right here, I hold X to actually start timing the shot and then, let go when you're supposed to release. The next play is O2 ISO 2 Hulk Flex. This is another, mid-range ISO play that you could get a mid-range before your ISO. So right here, call for Kobe. He starts over here near the corner. Derek Fisher has the ball at the top. I pass over to Ron Artest, and this play does take a little while to develop, so you'll just be kind of standing out here for a little while doing nothing. I guess the CPU is not that big of a deal. Against real people, I wouldn't really want to do that. But right here, Derek Fisher gets to the block, and then he sets the screen for Kobe, and so that's just one of the little minor details of this play that ends up being kind of a big deal. Is that this is a point guard setting the screen, so a lot of times the defense ends up switching this. So um if Rondo ends up staying right here, Kobe gets a wide open mid range because Ray is just late, and so in order to prevent that, they end up switching, and so now I got Rondo on Kobe, and so I just take him into the post, back down a little bit, and then I just turn and shoot over him because he's too little. And so if you use this play with guys that are, bigger or taller than Kobe, so, somebody like KD or T Mac or even Melo, um, this play is just a little bit better, especially if you can force that switch. The next play is O2 ISO 1 rip down. This is another ISO play. This time is on the perimeter, but you could get a mid range or 3 off depending on when he catches the ball before you get your ISO. So right here, call for Kobe. He starts with the ball on the wing, then passes it up to Ron Artest at the top, and then Kobe, he gets these 2 screens. And then, like I said, depending on when you pass on the ball, you could pass on the ball right around here. You might be able to get a mid range off. But I just hold it for a little second longer, and he gets out to the 3-point line. And so right here, Ray gets hung up on the screen, and so I'm wide open on the 3. And like I said, this is a perimeter ISO, so if you don't get that 3, this whole left side of the court will be cleared out. And so Kobe gets the screens, comes out, doesn't get open, and so everybody clears out. So now you just, get in your bag. So right here, get a little stun, a drive, hit him with a fake the post fade, a little step through up and under, get a layup. The next play is punch 21 delay, and this is a post up play. So right here, I call for Kobe. Starts with the ball at the top. He gets this screen from Derek Fisher, and I attack the rim. And I get to the block and just hold the ball, but you will be able to get this 3 off a lot of the time because once you drive, a lot of times both defenders will chase you, so you could get this kick out 3 right here. But I just hold the ball and just wait. Sometimes you'll be able to force switches as well, so that's another advantage that you can take advantage of. But right here, I just wait, and then the play goes into post up. You also got this happening on the opposite side of the court as well, so you might be able to get a skip pass to a wing 3 over here. But I just keep the ball with Kobe, hit him with I fake the post fade, do a little step through up and under, get a layup. And like I said, sometimes you can force switches. So right here, get the screen, and they end up switching it. So now I got Rondo on me, and he's just too small. So I just bully him, get a layup. The next play is 0-2 punch 3 curl double. This is a mid range ISO play, but you can get a mid range before you get your ISO. So right here, call for Kobe. He starts off in the corner. Deadfish has the ball at the top. Swing it over to run out test. And then Kobe, he gets these two screens, runs across the lane, gets to like the baseline area. And you'll have this mid-range a lot, but again, you can also force switches, but this time your switch will be against a big. So I could either, stop the play, get it to Gasol in the post against Ray Allen. But right here, I give KG pump fake, and then I drive, hit him with a little step back, knock down my midi. And so he's a really good defender, but if you have, other, power forwards or centers that get switched on you that are a lot slower, then you can definitely get those step backs off a lot more cleanly. Next play is 0-2 punch 13 rip double. And this is another mid-range isolation that you could get a mid-range before your ISO. So right here, calls for Kobe, starts on the wing. Derek Fisher has the ball, the top, swing it over to run out test. Kobe gets these two screens. Then he'll come out to like the block mid-range area. And so if you pass the ball early enough, you could get him like pretty good post position. Or right here, passing the ball. Sometimes you'll have this mid-range. Sometimes you'll force a switch and get one of these bigs out here guarding you. So depending on what happens, just take it from there. But right here, Ray, he's on me. So I just hold the ball. Everybody gonna clear out. And I just, do my thing. Spin baseline, get a layup. The next play is 0-2 punch 21 double quick. This is a post up play, but you can get some layups or dunks sometimes before you get your post up. So right here, I call for Kobe. Starts over there on the wing. Derek Fisher has the ball on the opposite wing. And then Kobe, he gets these two screens and dives to the rim. And so if you make this pass on time and you make the right pass, like right here, I manually throw a bounce pass. And so if he catches it in stride, a lot of times you could be able to go up and get a layup. And right here, he actually throws it like really high off the glass. So even if Shaq jumped, he probably still made it. But this game be weird sometimes. Like it make you either catch weird, you go up mad slow, and defenders, if they jump at you, they end up getting really good contests. And so like you might not always get that layup off. And also the bounce passes too. Bounce passes they be kind of weird sometimes, or like sometimes they don't pass it to the right player. And so what I do with this play a lot is I give them a pump fake, because a lot of times they end up jumping and get like a little short jumper right here at like the restricted area. And so right here, I pass with Kobe, I pump fake, and then I just like run backwards a little bit, get to like right here, get a little short jumper, knock it down. And you can also get a 3 for whoever's right here. So right here, Ron Artest can get a 3 off. So again, Kobe, he goes through the screens. Then boom, he gets into post position. So again, the ball right here, you could post up. But if you just hold the ball, Ron Artest, he gets these two screens over here, comes out to the wing, top of the key area, and I knock down a 3. The next play is 98 high, 1-4. And this is just post up at the elbow. So right here, call for Kobe. Starts at the elbow. And wait a second. Give him the ball. And then everybody just kind of clears out. And again, just get into your bag, do your thing. So right here, I do a spin towards the baseline, and then right here I do a spin shot. So I'll just double tap X, create my space, knock down the shot. The next play is high forward side, and this is just mid-range ISO. So right here, close for Kobe. Starts out right here, free throw line extended. Give him the ball, and then, you know, like I said, get in your bag, read your defender. Right here, I give him a jab step. Doesn't really, kind of stuns him a little bit, but he backs up. So I'll shoot over him, hand down, man down. Next play is high 15 wide, and this is another mid-range ISO post up. So right here, close for Kobe. He's going to be free throw line extended. Derek Fisher has the ball at the top. Kobe sets this little screen for our test. So sometimes we might be able to get a 3 off. But after that, the play goes into this mid-range ISO. Everybody's going to clear out. And again, just get into your bag, create your shot. The last play is high 15-6. This is another elbow mid-range ISO. So right here, close for Kobe. He's going to be near the elbow. And so, again, it's just another, you know, mid-range isolation. But this time you have 5-out spacing. So everybody's going to be along the 3-point line. And again, just get into your bag, create your shot. So for this one, I just hold LT into the post. And then I'll flick up on my right analog. Flick right on the right analog to get that little animation right there. And then I'll flick down on the analog to get right here, and then I hold my left analog to the left, and I tap X in order to get the animation, and then I hold X in order to start shooting, and then, you know, let go when you're supposed to release, and I knock it down. So those are the plays, and as for, you know, running them in game, it's up to you how you want to do it. One thing you can do, you could put, you know, some plays in your quick plays, and you can either, you know, call them manually or run the favorite plays series. And so if you do that, it'll run, you know, one of your quick plays every time up the court. You could put your offensive play calling on automatic, and it'll just call any play from the playbook. You can also keep your play calling on manual if you like it on manual, and just when you have the ball on offense, press the right D-pad, game plan, and then play through star. And so it'll basically function as like automatic play calling. So you can do that too. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know how y'all feel about this series. And yeah, as always, I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.